Peace to everyone. I am Joy Allen, and I am streaming today on my Facebook page, Joy Allen, my Facebook group page, Karma Did What, and my YouTube channel, The Memoirs of a Karmic Dynasty. Um, I am freestyling today, and I am with some of people that's close to me. Say that. So anyway, now I'll tell y'all, all this comes from, okay, first of all, today we're talking about balance. And so this video comes from, I had a broadcast prepared today, and I had to reschedule for tomorrow. So I was kind of off balance myself. I had planned to go this way to a broadcast. So we're going to talk about some balance today because this broadcast energy, I still had it. So I'm going live today anyway. So let's talk about, along with balance, let's talk about how I just watched somebody. Peace to my sister Shima, my Hamet, Shima. So we were, where was I? Oh, food. Let's discuss food because I already talked about how I got to this video. So food. So people, some people are insistent on eating healthy all the time, being clean all the time. And there is a such thing as too much. So I've seen people be on the right track and then eat a piece of chocolate cake and about want to fall all over themselves, like crush the world, condemn themselves over a piece of chocolate cake. Either way, again, there is a such thing as too much. And so we're going to talk about some balance and also with relationships. So there are all types of relationship types. We have our working relationships, our business relationships, our intimate relationships, which would include our significant other, our children, our parents, our mother, our father, and other type relationships. And not, me, myself, I tend to be a kind of like a perfectionist of sorts at times. And I get real, this is personal, so I'm being transparent right now. I could be hard on myself when all of my efforts in most relationships does not go how I plan for it to go. When it's not so peaceful, like my Hamet Shima has here on the screen. And one of my children not too long ago had shared with me that, Mom, everyone is not like you. So that was a wake-up call for me to realize that I'm not always going to get out of relationships what I put into relationships. So, it's a growing curve, growing pains. And then with balance, some of us, with that being said, we have to balance our thoughts. And, you have good thoughts, you have some not so good thoughts, and that's okay. It's just the way things are. And we're going to go back to food right now. First, let's start all the way back. Let's recap. So again, I'm here primarily because I have this energy to go live today. I have my live rescheduled for tomorrow, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So tune in. I'm going to be with my Siba, Patat, Secret Sar, and we're going to be discussing the New Year celebration. So, yeah, we was talking about me balancing this energy. So I also want to take the time to thank everyone who was here with me right now while I get this energy. out into the world to go live. Just felt like going live. I really don't have much to say, and I'm used to, you know me, you watch me, you know I have planned lives for the most part. Of course, unexpected things happen when you go live. But for me, for the most part, I usually come with an agenda, a PowerPoint, a plan. So today I just really thought I'd come in here and go live, get this out my system, talk to everybody in the comments, see how everybody's doing with the balance in their own lives, and see if there's something y'all want to talk about. Maybe, let's see what else. So food, yeah, we was talking about people eating all this, what some would call alkaline food and being clean. And, you know, there are, for me, one of my things actually with being clean, and people drink water all the time. You can drink too much water. I really think you're just supposed to drink water when you're thirsty. Some people don't realize that some of your water content actually comes from the produce you consume. So your fruits, your vegetables, produce. Anyway, so be mindful of that. You can have too much water. It's possible. Study that. And just balance. That's my message today. Don't get too hard on yourself. Don't beat yourself up when things aren't as you expect them to be. When you are, doing your best, and then it doesn't appear to go the way you planned it. All things are divine. All things happen as they should, which is another lesson that I'm actually learning these days. Someone told it to me a couple years ago. I actually heard her and I actually was listening. I'm just now putting it into practice. I had a lot going on with one of my businesses at the time, and this was a lady. I had met her. I was at a library, a central library downtown Indianapolis, and I was in a conference room, and she was actually in the conference room next to me, homeschooling her children. And I had went out into the hallway for some reason, into the main area, common area, and there was an exhibit of, it was a wall size quilt, and it had a lady hanging from a tree. And I was disturbed because they had this hanging, and it was hanging over. Like the floors in the library, they don't have like full walls, so the walls come like, right chest level, depending on how tall you are. So whatever floor, all the floors below it can see this quilt hanging there with this lady hanging from a tree, and it had her story on it. For me, it was disturbing. Then to see this lady there with her children, this is before I knew she was in the classroom, teaching her children in a class in the conference room next to me. So it was just disturbing to see her and her children pointing at the quilt and her explaining to them what all that meant. Anyway, me and her were talking as we were walking away from the quilt exhibit, and that's when she filled me in on homeschooling her children. And we, not of course, we exchanged numbers, we talked, we had some mutual business aspects to discuss, so we met up at my office and we did that. So yeah, one of my businesses, I was at, in a midpoint of getting things established, and I guess I was in a woe is me status. And she basically was telling me everything's okay. You cannot do anything wrong. There is no such thing as wrong. There is no such thing as right. And I was like, what is she talking about? Of course there's things that's wrong. But either way, right now I know all things are divine. So with that being said, there is no wrong, there is no right. We are. I am. And so that's something I'm gonna put under the topic of thoughts and relationships. And hold on here. I really don't have much more to say. I was encouraged to do this live, so I came on and did it. And I keep losing the screen. Either way, again, thank you all for being here. I guess I will find me something to do, something peaceful to do. And I will see you all tomorrow, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, on these same one of these three, what y'all call this, places I'm streaming to. So I have my Facebook page, Joy Allen, excuse me, and my Facebook group, and it's called Karma Did What. And then there is my YouTube channel, The Memoirs of a Karmic Dynasty. And I'm about to leave. I will see y'all then. Peace.